मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधव देवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. Nice to see you back here.
Oh, thank you, Maharaj. I'm in class every day, even if you can't see me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Thank you for giving your darshan.
You're very funny. Very kind, and they have a sense of humor.
So we are going through Canto 6, chapter number 2, verse number 10. Vishnudutas are telling to Yamadutas about the glories of the holy name. How Ajamila, even though he might have committed most abominable sins, because he has chanted Lord Narayana's name, all his sins have been simply wiped away. The Vishnudutas are continuing to say that whatever sins one might have incurred by stealing others' property, by associating or abducting the wife of a guru, by killing father, by killing a woman, by killing a child, and Rajahatya, killing a king, whatever sins one might have incurred by all these activities, the atonement for all these things is only chanting the holy name. There is no process superior to this chanting of the holy name. Because those who chant the name of Lord Narayana even once, Narayana considers them to be his own person, and the responsibility of that person is taken care by him. So, such person will never go astray. So, this is what Yamadutas have told, and we are going through the purport of written by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. It's a very long purport that we are going through. I am very delighted and excited to know that many persons are very curious to go through the entire purport. So, because I was thinking that probably it is getting heavy or a little difficult, but many persons they told that no, please continue the purport. I just wanted to speak just a summary of it, but seeing the interest, and I'm also actually excited to go through the purport in totality. And I have got several questions also, which I have postponed. I told that I will answer all your questions. I have got about 4 to 5 questions from different persons. So we will take up all the questions after we go through the purport, because most likely many of the questions will be answered as we complete the purport of this verse. But after that, we can take a quick summary of all those questions also. If not answered, those can be answered. And I also feel like giving I'll write a summary of the entire purport once and then present it, so that we will have an overall idea of what has been spoken over a week's period or 10 days period, for how many our days this purport will continue. So I think already we read 4 to 5 classes we have the purport, and I think 3-4 classes more easily we'll have to go through. So I will present a summary towards the end, so that we will have a clear-cut idea of how Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur had gradually presented about various process and supremacy of the holy name, and what is the total outcome of this summary. We will, of this purport, we will have it in one of the classes later. But for now, we will continue from where we stopped. The last we read was, even though a materialistic person who is performing dharma, vrata means religious activities, vows, penances, etc., if that person chants the holy name offensively, even though he might get, he chants the holy name, even though he might get the results of whatever activities he might have performed, but because he has committed offense to the holy name, he will be deprived of it. He will have to go to hellish planets for committing offenses to the holy name. Now, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur continues, देखून अयम ही श्रुत संपन्न अर्थात ए व्यक्ति पूर्वे शास्त्र ज्ञान संपन्न सुस्वभाव इत्यादि जमदूत गणेर वाक्यानुसारे ए अजामिलेरु प्राक्तन कर्मित्वई अवगत हुआ जाए. Previously, the Yamaduta spoke that Ajamila was earlier a noble Brahmana doing all ritualistic activities properly. So, during the process, he has also chanted the holy name. Obviously, when one is following any injunctions of the scriptures, like following the dharmic activities, penances, vows, etc., chanting of the holy name is part and parcel of that. Chanting of the holy name is done in 2 ways. One is, we heard previously, Anushangika, thinking that holy name is a part of this process. The other is thinking that the holy name is the process. There are 2 ways of chanting the holy name. One is thinking that, when I am doing karma, dharma, etc., holy name is a part of it. It's a limb of that process. Therefore, we are chanting. Even though one chants the holy name in that way, one will get the result for sure. But he will be deprived of the ultimate benefit, that is Krishna Prem or Krishna's service. He will get, because he has his principal focus was to do some religious activity, dharma activity, to get heavenly enjoyments or to get opulence, whatever. Holy name will award him that, but the holy name will deprive him from the ultimate welfare. But those who chant the holy name, thinking it to be the only process, that we want the mercy of only holy name Prabhu, there is no process superior to it, or there is no process equal to it, with that mood when one is chanting, means free from all offenses. Thinking the holy name to be part of a process, or thinking other activities also equal to the holy name is an offense to the holy name. But a person who thinks that holy name is the only process, there is no offense. Because he is free from offenses, he will attain the highest, topmost. So now, if one were to present this logic, that previously Ajamila also has gone through Shastra, ritualistic performance, etc. Therefore, his chanting of the holy name is also, coming under that kind of a process, thinking it to be part of some religious activity. इहार उत्तरे बोलते चेन सत्य मद्यपान हेतु इहार ब्राह्मणत्व नष्ट होइया चिलो ताहाते अबार कर्मित्व की प्रकार. Yes, it is true that he was religious, he was noble, he was Brahminical. All these qualities were there in him previously, but because he was involved in intoxication, all his piety, all his good activities are finished. The other day we heard that all good activities are finished by engaging in intoxication. When there are the religiosity, the religion is standing on 4 pillars. Dharma is standing on 4 pillars: Satya, Shaucha, Tapa, Daya. Truthfulness is finished when one is engaged in gambling. Shaucha, purity, is finished where there is infidelity, where there is associating with women or man outside marriage. Wherever there is infidelity, purity is lost. And by engaging in smoking, drinking, intoxication, etc., tapasya, all the penances that we have undergone, all the fruits of those penances will be finished by this, drinking liquor, etc. And by killing animals, daya, mercy, is finished. So dharma, which is standing on these 4 pillars, are chopped if one is breaching these 4 particular principles of dharma. So that is why, yes, previously he was a Brahmana, he had undergone so many penances, etc. All those are finished by his engaging in madhyapana, intoxication. So tahate abar karmitva ki prakar. So what to speak of other activities, that Brahmanatva, his Brahminical qualities are finished, and simultaneously all his penances are also finished. Of this there is no doubt. Jerupa pore bola hoibe evang sa विप्लावित सर्वधर्म अर्थात यही रूपे सर्व प्रकार ब्रह्मण्य धर्मेर ध्वंसकारी सद्व्रत त्यागी ओ पाप कर्म हेतु पतित दासीपति अजामिल इत्यादि. Later we will come to hear this verse where it is said that in this manner Ajamila, who was involved in such heinous crimes and sinful activities, who was engaged in intoxication, etc., even such person is freed from bondage because of chanting of the holy name. It is going to come in the verses that we are going to read in the future. So why it is being told is, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is trying to present, the Yamadutas are telling that he was engaged in good activities previously, therefore because of his intoxication all are finished. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is presenting, yes, it is finished, that is true, but still because of his chanting of the holy name he is freed. How? Karma apagata hawa matrai bhaktir gauna bhav chaliya giya chilo. पुनराय निज पुत्रेर आह्वान आदिते नारायण नामेर उच्चारण हेतु केवला अनन्य भक्ति अजामिलेर होइया छिलो. So when all his previous karmic activities are finished, karmitva means he was engaged in the activities of tapasya, etc., all the Brahminical activities, undergoing some vows and penances, performing some religious duties, etc. All these are finished. But ভক্তির গৌণ ভাবেও চলিয়া গিয়াছিল। At that time, his bhaktir gauna bhava means previously as a brahmana he was chanting the holy name also, means there was devotion. If you remember, 3 days ago we heard, because so many breaks are coming, it's difficult to follow what was spoken few days ago. Devotion is performed in mukhya bhava and gauna bhava. Gauna bhava means secondary, not as a principal importance to bhakti, but as a secondary form. It is chanted, it is accepted. And other is bhakti is accepted as the only process, that is mukhya bhav, is the principal, and the other is the secondary. So those who are chanting the holy name or those who are engaged in devotion as a part of dharma and karma, etc., that is called gauna bhava, secondary. When one is performing devotion in that manner, devotion, bhakti devi will not award full fruits. Whatever fruits are in the hands of bhakti devi, because bhakti is not accepted as the prime process or the principal process, she will deprive the person from the true benefit. Whereas a person who has accepted devotion as the principal process and chanting of the holy name, which is the prime limb of devotion, when one is engaged in that, then Bhakti Devi will shower her complete mercy upon that particular person. So previously, Ajamila was also devoted. What kind of devotion? Principally, he was engaging in Brahminical duties, religious duties, but devotion was also there. As I said previously, when we are engaging in activities as instructed by scriptures, one cannot be completely free from chanting of the holy name or any devotional activity. There is some devotional activity, but it is principally covered by dharma, artha, kama and moksha, desires for all these things. Therefore, Bhakti Devi will not award the actual fruit. But here, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is presenting, after his previous karmic activities, all these things are finished, bhaktir gauna bhav, the secondary feeling of bhakti is also finished. Secondary feeling means this time when he chanted Lord Narayana's name, he has not chanted with that feeling that this is a part or a limb of dharma process, religious process. There are two types of chanting Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is mentioning. The first time he named his child as Narayana, all the sins are finished. Whatever sins he has committed, all of those are simply finished. The first time he chanted Narayana when he named his son. After that, whatever name he chanted has only become a sadhana, a practice of devotion. This is how Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has given commentary in the very beginning, if you remember that. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is kind of continuing that here, that all the bad sins that he has committed in the past are simply finished previously, because at that time he was engaged in all the karmic activities previously, and karmic activities and devotion was also performed as part of that karma. But now that is finished. That is finished means along with his Brahminical quality, along with his observance of penance, vows, etc., all of those things are finished. Now, the next time onwards, whatever name he chanted, that has only become कर्म अपगत हवा मात्रई भक्तिर गौण भाव चलिया गिया छिलो, पुनराय निज पुत्रेर आवाहनादिते नारायण नामेर उच्चारण हेतु केवला अनन्या भक्ति अजामिलेर होइया छिलो. And subsequently, whenever he chanted Lord Narayana's name, that has only become ananya bhakti, one-pointed devotion to Krishna. Because the first time he chanted, all sins are finished. দেখুন কর্ম জ্ঞানাদির অপরূপে অঙ্গরূপে ভক্তি করিবে, এই প্রকার যদি বিধিবাক্যে থাকে, তবে কি প্রকারে তাহাদের নামাপরাধ হইবে? So a question may arise that in the scriptures also it is said that one has to chant the holy name as a limb of, devotion is to be performed as a limb of karma and jnana. When Rai Ramananda was inquired by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Pado shlok karo sadhyer nirnay, give scriptural evidence describing or give evidence to prove what is sadhya. Establish what is sadhya. Sadhya means the object of our goal of our life. Pado shlok. With evidence, you have to, establish what is the goal of life. Then, Rai Ramananda, he told, Swadharma acharane Vishnu bhakti. The first thing he told is, Swadharma acharane Vishnu bhakti. You have to engage in your own dharma. What kind of dharma? Varnashrama dharma. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. You have, while engaging in one's own duties, one should worship Vishnu. If you see this, it is actually karma mixed with devotion. This is a karma only. You have to engage in the duties of a Brahmana or of a Kshatriya, whatever it is. It is a material duty as per the scriptures. But Swadharma Acharane Vishnu Bhakti. Simply Swadharma Acharan is not what has been entertained here. Swadharma means engaging in one's own religious and social duties. That is not devotion. Swadharma Acharane Vishnu Bhakti. While engaging, one should perform Vishnu Bhakti. Means he should be the center. Whatever ashrama, whatever varna is there, the center is Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Therefore, Swadharma Acharane Vishnu Bhakti Sadhyasar. What is this? One is performing devotion as a limb of Varnashrama Dharma. You get my point? Here, one is performing devotion, Vishnu Bhakti, as a limb of Varnashrama Dharma. Because without that, Varnashrama Dharma is incomplete. What did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say? Iho bahyo, age kaho ar. This is superficial, this is external. Please proceed further. So, he gave an evidence also from Vishnu Purana. Rai Ramananda, he gave an evidence because Mahaprabhu told, give an evidence that how Varnashrama Dharma has been established by Supreme Lord himself and how by properly following Varnashrama Dharma it pleases Vishnu. So, there are scriptural instructions where it says that you engage in your Varnashrama Dharma while performing devotion. Which means devotion is proposed as a secondary process to Varnashrama process. Varnashrama process is the principal process and devotion is a secondary process. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling that Karma Jnanadir Angarupe Bhakti Koribe. Engage in devotion while thinking it to be a process of karma and jnana. This is what scriptures have instructed. Isn't it? I gave an example of Rai Ramananda. এই প্রকার যদি বিধিবাক্যে থাকে তবে কি প্রকারে তাহাদের নামাপরাধ হইবে? Then how come there is namaparad in this? Because it's an instruction of the scriptures only that engage in devotion as the process of, as a part of karma and jnana. And devotion means chanting of the holy name. If you see, wherever there is devotional process, the karma and jnana, the Durga Puja is going on, Saraswati Puja is going on, and so many pujas are there going on. In that also, they chant Lord Hari's name. If you very, carefully hear to the mantras and their final oblations that they offer you will see that Lord Janardhana's name, Hari's name will be there in it. Because no process is complete without chanting of the holy name. No process. Even karma is not complete, dharma is not complete, jnana is not complete. None of the processes are complete without chanting of the holy name. But how we are chanting the holy name? Am I thinking the holy name to be the only process, or am I thinking the holy name to be part of another principal process? Scriptures, one part of the scriptures say that you should engage in karma and dharma along with devotion. This is a vidhi vakya. This is the commandment of the scriptures. Then how come there is nama aparad? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is putting a question. Have you understood the question? If the question is not understood, then answer will not be understood. Question needs to be understood. Why the question has come? Have you understood? Not really. Not really. Okay, you have to pay some attention. You see, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's purport is very, very, logical, very scientific. He is addressing the community of, educated persons. During those days, nyaya, logic, and debate, discussion, this was there. The scholars, they used to present. A person who presents so nicely, his words will be accepted. There was always this process of debate during those days. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is presenting it so that the other persons, they might argue like this, but the answer is like this. It's like, the debate is going on, the discussion is going on, he is presenting in that manner. One is accepting devotion to be the principal process. The other is performing devotion to be part of an active process, primary process. Devotion is to be performed, because without devotion, even karma and jnana will not award proper fruit. Because dharma and jnana, they are not independent of bhakti. Any activity, if one has to receive, the result out of it, it has to be in association with the Supreme Lord. Without pleasing the Supreme Lord, nobody can get any result. One may engage in karma, but if it is not pleasing Supreme Lord, one will not get the fruit of it. Means there is devotion behind it. Rai Ramananda, he told, Swadharma acharane Vishnu bhakti. He did not simply say Swadharma acharane. Just do your Brahminical duties or do any duty. No. You do some dharma, some karma you do. No, he did not say. Because some people, I'm sorry, I'm explaining it little, in detail, because if the question is not understood, then there is no point in, going through the reply of it. You see, Rai Ramananda did not say doing any action is goal of life. There are so many persons, different goals of life. What is your goal of life? You will say, I am a husband of a noble lady. My goal, my objective is to please her always. I have to take care of my children. I have to take care of my family so that nobody in my family is not displeased. I have to see that. And some people, taking care of my parents, serving my parents, that is my dharma, that is my goal of life. They should not be displeased. For some, I shall, try to serve our community. This is my goal of life. Some people, I am an Indian. My duty, my goal of life is to, become a proper Indian, to be a citizen, a proper citizen of India and serve the country, serve the nation and make the nation proud. In this manner, different persons have different goals and objectives of life. None of them are incorrect. But they are not complete. Because by doing one, by thinking that taking care of my family is my objective of life, is the goal of my life, you are doing it so nicely. But during the process, if some other fellow is being hurt by your action, you are pleasing your wife and children, husband and children, good. But by your actions, someone else is displeased or someone else is hurt. Means to please your own family, you have given trouble to some other family. By calling yourself an Indian and trying to fight for a good Indian cause, you are giving trouble to some other country, Pakistan, China, Indonesia, Japan, whatever it is. So one way you are thinking that you are doing dharma nicely, but on the other side of it, you are performing, you are committing, offense to another community. Therefore, you are not performing an action which is pleasing Supreme Lord, because everyone is His. Nobody is outside His, creation. Everyone, be it an Indian, American, Indonesian, Japan, Pakistan, China, whoever it is, everyone is within Him. Therefore, Rai Ramananda did not say, or Mahaprabhu also did not ask what is dharma, what is goal of life. He told, Pada shlok, give evidence from the scriptures. Give evidence from the scriptures, because according to me, this is dharma. According to someone else, that is dharma. Someone else, something else is dharma. But Mahaprabhu did not want to hear what is dharma according to you. What is dharma according to scriptures? Therefore, Rai Ramananda told, Swadharma Acharan. Engage in your own dharma, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or of the ashrama, sannyas, vanaprastha, grihastha, and brahmacharya. Engage in these. Vishnu Bhakti. Center is Vishnu Bhakti. Because no karma, no dharma, no jnana will reward fruit unless until it is mixed with devotion. Only devotion is the process which does not depend on jnana and karma. All other processes, even yoga, yogic practices, if the Supreme Lord is not pleased, karma, you have performed your duties, but if the Supreme Lord is not pleased, if it is not scriptural as per the scriptures, a thief is there, he is stealing, he is also doing karma, but that is not pleasing Supreme Lord. You have to, pleasing Supreme Lord means what? The Supreme Lord has given certain rules and regulations. You perform action like this, action like this, action like this. And if you perform action like that, then the Lord will be pleased. Like the father is telling, my dear child, bring me a cup of tea. He is bringing hot water. Will the father be pleased? No, I asked you to bring a cup of tea. Why are you bringing me hot water? No, both are hot. No. What you say, do what I asked you to do. Then the father will be pleased. Similarly, Supreme Lord told, do this, he will be pleased. So, unless until he is pleased, means doing any dharma, doing any karma is not going to please Supreme Lord. You have to do dharma or karma as instructed by Supreme Lord. Then he will be pleased. So, in a nutshell, dharma, karma, etc., they are dependent upon bhakti, means pleasure of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Whereas bhakti, because the process itself is directly pleasing Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, it does not require jnana, karma, etc. Okay? Now, if that is understood, we can proceed further. Scriptures say, the Purva Paksha, those who want to argue, those who want to present the logic, if they say that you are telling that karmitva, means engaging in activities, in materialistic activities, is being told in the scriptures. To chant the holy name of the Lord and to engage in devotion as a process of dharma and karma, as a secondary process, is there in the scriptures. Then why is there Ki prakare tahader namaparad hoibe. Then how come there is namaparad in this? If the process is part of, is instructed by the Lord only, how come there is namaparad in this? There should not be any namaparad in this. Because namaparad, what is namaparad? There are 10 offenses to the holy name. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name is namaparad. To chant the holy name to get some material results is also namaparad. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling that while engaging in karma and dharmic activities, scriptures say that you should engage in devotion, means you should engage in chanting of the holy name. Scriptures themselves are telling that you chant the holy name. How come you are telling that it is namaparad? It is clear now or not yet? Sort of.
Maharaj, it seems like he's making argument A fully to turn around and make argument B, having disabled all of argument A.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. First he is presenting something to say that, scriptures have told this or whatever, to prove a point for those who are, those who are interested in giving arguments only. They are not able to understand the philosophy, but they are only engaged in, no, why is this? Scriptures are already telling this, why are you telling it to be aparad? Then he would say, why it is aparad? And in what condition has this been told that you chant the holy name as a process of dharma and karma? Okay. দেখুন কর্ম তাহার উত্তরে বলিতেছেন before we could get to the answer, okay, let me just see if a little answer can be given to this. তাহার উত্তরে বলিতেছেন ভক্তির দ্বারাই সমস্ত ধর্ম সম্যক রূপে সিদ্ধ হয়, ভক্তি লেশেও মহাপাতক সমূহেও বিনষ্ট হয় ইত্যাদি শত শত শাস্ত্র বাক্য সমূহেও অবিশ্বস্ত কর্ম ও জ্ঞানের শ্রদ্ধালু অশুদ্ধ কুটিল চিত্ত ভক্তি বহির্মুখ গণের এই প্রকারেই ভক্তি হোক, এই বিবেচনায় দয়াময় বেদশাস্ত্র ধর্ম ও জ্ঞানাদির অঙ্গত্ব রূপে ভক্তি করো, এই রূপ নির্দেশ দিয়াছেন। ইহার দ্বারা শাস্ত্র বাক্যে কখনো অনিয়োগের বিষয় হয় না। So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that actually there are different gradations of people. Not all are same. If one were to say, give up everything and chant the holy name only, then it is not possible for that person. Therefore, seeing that there are different gradations of people, those who take faith in performing dharma and karma, jnana, etc., they will not get the fruit of dharma, karma, jnana, etc. without Lord's pleasure. Therefore, okay, if you have faith in this process, okay, keep faith in this process, but chant the holy name also simultaneously. At least do that. So, in order to encourage such persons to engage in chanting or performing devotion, scriptures are telling that yes, devotion is a part of dharma, karma, jnana, etc. But devotion is complete by itself. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, bhaktir dwarai samasta dharma samyak rupe siddhi hai. By engaging in devotion, all the activities would have been performed automatically. No action needs to be done, means no karma, dharma needs to be performed for one who is performing devotion. It's already done. If Supreme Lord is pleased, who else remains to be pleased? Why are we performing various dharma, karma activities? To please the society, to please our family, to please ourselves. When will that be pleased? Yasmin tushte sarvamidam tushtam bhavati. If the Lord is pleased, everyone is pleased. And that is possible by performing devotion. Everything is there within devotion. But everyone cannot accept this supreme commandment of the scriptures. Therefore, the scriptures give scope to even these persons who have faith in karma, dharma, etc. And hence, it is told that, okay, engage in dharma, karma, but also perform devotion as part of it. Understood? So, how it is aparad, we'll come to it later, but at least understand the scriptures are not, deceiving us. They are trying to increase our faith in our own process, but at the same time give this also. Just like our Guru Maharaj often used to give this example that a child is repeatedly crying. He is sick, he has disease, but he is not wanting to take the medicine. He is crying, no, I will not take, I will not take. Mother will say, okay, you like chocolate? I'll give you chocolate if you eat this, medicine. So, giving medicine somehow or other is the principal aim of the mother. But the child thinks that, oh, mother is giving me chocolate. He is thinking like that. So, together with dharma, karma, etc., if devotional process is given, slowly he will be cured from dharma and karma disease. That is our disease. This karma, that karma, fruits of this action, I want to become that, I want to become that, I want to become, Indra, I want to become Brahma, I want to become Bill Gates. These are our false desires. These will be slowly gone, the disease will be slowly gone by eating the medicine. At least eat the medicine. For the child, medicine is the secondary process, and chocolate is the prime objective. But the scriptures, they are giving medicine in the name of holy name to cure us from the material disease, so that one day we will be able to relish the holy name or take complete shelter of Bhakti Devi. Okay, I will stop it here, and tomorrow again Advaita Acharya's appearance day, so we will not go through the purport. We will read about Advaita Acharya, and I think 1 or 2 days later again Ramanujacharya or Madhvacharya's appearance day. So there is going to be a break. That's why I wanted to present the entire summary of whatever we read so far today, but I thought, no, there are breaks that are coming. Let us finish this break period, and then when we are continuously going through the purport, at that time we will have a overall summary of what Sri Vishnu Chakri Thakur. I am very excited, delighted, that to know that many persons are very seriously interested in going through this topic, and very seriously they want to listen to this. As I told, I have put so many questions. We'll take up all those, but it's very nice to. I'm personally encouraged to go through this purport more seriously because of all of you. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद प्रमुख स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय सपरिकर श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधा गोविंद श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जीव की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय। जय श्री श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी एवं परीक्षित महाराज की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।